All right, so homework 4, we have some polynomial addition going on. And to start us off, we're asked to write each polynomial. Polynomial is a fancy way of saying a math problem that has more than one term in it, or more than one number, or more than one variable. And so we're asked to write this in descending order. And so by descending order, they are talking about paying attention to the exponent, like this 4 right here, or this 5 right here, or there's sort of an imaginary 1 right there, an imaginary 1 right there. Or not imaginary, but we just don't write it because we don't need to. And so what they're saying by descending order is we want to put these in order from the highest number on the exponent to the lowest number on the exponent. And in the case of the 15 and the 6y, they both have a 1, but since the 15 doesn't have a variable at all, we're going to put it last. And so the highest order is 5y to the, nope, it's not, I missed one. The highest order is that 20y to the fifth, and then plus 5y to the fourth, then plus 6y, and then a negative 15. And so you heard me say negative 15 instead of minus 15. And the reason for that is I find it to be really helpful to sort of think about these things independently of one another. And I like to draw a box around them. So like 5y to the fourth, that's a positive 20y to the fifth. That's a negative 15. That's a positive 6y. And so if I draw a box around like that, it helps me remember that that negative is attached to the 15, and I don't accidentally forget it. So that's just a little trick that helps me. So the degree of this polynomial, when we give the degree of a polynomial, we basically are identifying whatever the highest exponent is. And so this polynomial would be to the degree of 5. And then our leading coefficient, there's kind of a couple ways to answer this. I'm not exactly sure how Alex is going to want you to answer it, but the leading coefficient is the number that's in front of the variable. And so in this case, our leading coefficient is 20, but other coefficients that we have are 5 and 6. Coefficient is a number that is attached to a variable. And so I think that Alex is going to just want 20, but I went ahead and identified all of the coefficients, but the leading coefficient is going to be 20. Alrighty, and just one more note, kind of this kind of junk right here, writing things in order of degree from highest degree to lowest degree is not necessarily something that's required in math. It's just a kind of a norm. It's just something that we do as mathematicians. We put things in order from highest order to lowest order. Again, I could rewrite this differently and it would still be equivalent, like the stuff that I circled or that I boxed in blue is equivalent to this one right here. It's just that written the way that I wrote it is the way that is standard for writing these things. So it doesn't change its value, just is a way that we like to operate as mathematicians. And so now I come down here and I'll use colors to help me out here. We can combine like terms. And so the way that I like to think about this is like if you're emptying the dishwasher or you just got done doing dishes and you're putting dishes away in the cabinet, you're not going to stack plates on top of glasses. And so I like to think of these things as like plates and glasses. And so let's say that this something with a t to the power of 2 is a plate. I can't stack the plates with something that has just a t because that's a glass. And so the plates and the glasses, and I should be circling the sign in front of these as well. The plates and the glasses can't be stacked together. So my t's can be stacked together, my t's to the power of 2 can be stacked together, and my numbers that are just numbers can be stacked together. So we're going to combine those. And negative 4t squared plus 2t squared makes negative 2t squared. 3t and 5t makes 8t. And negative 7 and positive 1 makes negative 6. So again, we want to write this in order of the t squareds first, then the t's, then the 6. Just something that we do as mathematicians. So there's that one. We'll be on to the second page. So this one's a little bit of a pain, and it's because we have a subtraction problem. And the difficulty with the subtraction problem is that people sometimes have a hard time remembering that this minus right here is really a negative 1 that's being multiplied by everything inside there. And so I'm actually going to rewrite this a little bit differently. So we will have y squared minus 2y plus 4, and then negative 1 times negative 3y squared. Because this is really what's happening in this instance, plus 6y plus 7. And so if I distribute that negative 1 to everything inside the parentheses there, I end up with y squared minus 2y plus 4, and I can just drop the parentheses off. Negative 1 times negative 3 is going to make positive 3y squared. Negative 1 times 6 is going to make negative 6y. And negative 1 times positive 7 is going to make negative 7. So just like last time, we're going to take our y squareds and stack them together. We're going to take our y's and stack them together. And we're going to take our straight up numbers and stack them together. So we're going to get y squared and 3y makes 4y squared. Negative 2 and negative 6 make negative 8y. And 4 and negative 7 make negative 3. Okay, that's it for number 3. I'll leave that there for a moment so you can pause if you need to. And holy moly, it looks like that's the end of this homework assignment. Super short one. I like that. I hope this was helpful, and I hope you have an awesome day.